Shabbat Shalom. Call hello Yahweh Bashim El Shah Bashim Kakodash. Double honor to the elder apostle of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers that push the word of truth and in sincerity. The brother Yahshua back with the World War III Daily Update. All right, we're going to start right here at Ezekiel 38. All right. And here we have Russia, right? The land of Magog, right? The chief prince of Meshech and Tubal is Turkey, right? And this is them coming back into that old Soviet Union spirit, right? And they're all coming together, right? Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with them, with who? With the land of, with the Russians. All of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, the North Quarters, and all his bands and many people with it. So this is World War III forming, right? That these are Russia's allies, if you will. There's Iran. There's these northern African countries, right? Turkey, right? And many people with it, and all his bands and many people with it. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard. Russia's guarding Syria, okay? Russia's guarding, what is it? Luhansk and Donetsk, all right? After many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations. They shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, and all thy bands and many people with thee. This is World War III gathering, if you will, all right? Most High is gathering all the armies of the world, right? Eventually down into the Valley of Joseph, which is the Middle East, for the final war. But this is what's going to happen. Right now, they're playing games. They're on the chessboard, trying to maneuver, Ultimately, they're trying to determine who is going to lead what they have all agreed on, which is the New World Order, okay? But the Most High is going to put a thought into their mind, okay? Namely Vladimir, all right? And here it is. Thus saith the Lord power, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind. What things? And thou shalt think an evil thought. You're gonna be, wait a minute. I got this. I'm gonna run this shit. I'm gonna subdue Babylon the Great. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. Where is that? The land of unwalled villages. North America. I will go to them that are at rest. Who's at rest? North America. She sits a widow. She hasn't been touched. That dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. To take a spoil and to take a prey and to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, upon the people that are gathered out of the nations which have gotten cattle and goods and that dwell in the midst of the land. All right, so Russia's going to turn on Babylon the Great. Their great New World Order, right? The Most High is going to do what? At that same time, shall things come into thy mind, right? Your heart. And you're going to think an evil thought. How? This guy. Thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is going to do what? He's going to put something into your mind. How is that? This is Proverbs 21. to do it. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart, which is his mind, this is Vladimir, and this is his mind, is in the hand of the Lord. And he's going to put an evil thought in thee. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. The king's heart, oh, it says his heart. Your heart is a muscle that pumps blood, dumbass. All right? Right here, in the Good News Translation, the Lord controls the heart of a king. Go back to the King James. The king's mind is in the hand of the Lord. All right? Who's the king? Vladimir. All right? Sleepy Joe. Okay? What's this guy? Klaus Schwab. Hillary Clinton. These are the kings of the earth. All right? So when we go back, we know who's controlling the hearts of the kings, of all men. Okay? What's he going to do? Thus saith the Lord power, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind. How? The Most High is turning it whithersoever he will, and thou shalt think an evil thought. This thing is not going nowhere. All right? This is Don't Speak News Channel. Hot war with the West now likely. Oh, it's not going to, they're just posturing. Yeah, they want to be just posturing, but what is the Most High going to do? He's going to up the ante, going to make them go to war. Russian Foreign Intelligence Chief says, for us, this is no longer Cold War with the West, but hot war. Putin has been working to make his economy sanction-proof for a long time. We know that China, their ally, has stockpiled an enormous amount of grain. What does that tell us? It means that they have been getting ready for war. It means that they have been preparing for a long, long time. All right? Why have they been preparing for a long, long time? Why was Putin making his economy sanction-proof for a long time? Let's get it again. Let's lock in. Why? Because the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. The king's mind, right? The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, put it in Vladimir's mind a long time ago. Guess what, buddy? You're going to do my will. You're going to fire them nukes eventually. All right? That's where this thing is going. All right. So, with that, let's see what that's full spectrum. I don't want that. Skeletor. I don't want Skeletor. This is what I want. Russia-Ukraine war, day 8. Look at this. Ethiopia with them. They got their own situation. Now, do you know who's over there? There's a war in Ethiopia, right? Eritrea, however you say that. There's a war going on over there in North Africa. All right? Now, who is on whose side? Russia is helping Ethiopia, just like it says right here. Okay? Oh my God. Well, it's not going to give it to me. See, the scriptures are telling you everything that is about to go down. Ezekiel 38:5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. With who? With the Russians. Ethiopia is with Russia. They're allies. China is with Russia. The Allied forces. Have you ever heard that? The Allied for what? For World War III. Battlefield Ethiopia. Who's over there helping them? Supplying weapons. Who's helping the Syrians supplying weapons? Who's got Iran's back? Who's got China's back? Okay. Look at this dude. All right, this is a Military and Foreign Affairs Network, March 3rd, today, Russia and Ukraine War Day 8. Let's get to it. Voice of Reason.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the Voice of Reason. Today, we are continuing our coverage of the ongoing war taking place inside of Ukraine between the Russian Federation and Ukrainian military forces. It's March 3rd, 2022, and the fighting continues on very, very broad fronts, and we're going to continue to analyze and have a look exactly what's going on and what could happen in the near future.
Okay, so the mainstream media and news will have you believe that somehow Vladimir done chickened out. He's getting his ass whooped. He's tucking tail. He ran with his family to the bunker, and like a coward, he's gonna lob some nukes. That's what they'll have you believe. All right, but let's listen to what the Voice of Reason is saying, because he's got on the ground information. This is not propaganda. All right, let's listen to it.
As well. But first, starting in the area of operations near Kiev or Kyiv, however you wish to pronounce it, there continues to be Russian military activity to the north and northwest and west of Kiev. We continue to hear about this large military convoy that has quote unquote stalled, according to a variety of media outlet reports. But again, it is cause and effect. It's a very, very large military formation that is moving from north to south towards Kiev, which is controlled by active elements of the Ukrainian army, which have deployed a number of both regular army brigades and a huge amount, massive amounts of territorial defense force units as well, and that's just ordinary citizens forming combat units to fight against the Russian onslaught.
Now, all these different countries are sending munitions and weapons over there, and soldiers, for that matter. All right, so don't get it twisted. This is just the beginning. All right. Now, if you want to hear more on this, go to this guy's channel, right? Military and Foreign Affairs Network, and keep abreast of that. We're going to look at a couple of things real quick, because ultimately what's going on is the Most High is running the chessboard. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is conducting this war for his own purposes, just like he did when he took Pharaoh down. This is the same thing. This is about freeing. World War III is about rescuing the POWs. Who are the POWs? The children of Israel. Who did Pharaoh have in captivity when he went to war with the one that you call God? He had the children of Israel in captivity as slaves, right? And what did God say to Pharaoh? He said, "Let my people go," right? And because God wanted his name to be known, he was playing with Pharaoh's mind, right? And it falls under these words. And God hardened Pharaoh's heart. He was playing with him. 1 minute he said, let my people go. He made him say, no, we're going to fight you, God. And then he sends Moses. They go back and forth. Then Pharaoh says, get out of here, right? And then the Most High hardens his heart and has Pharaoh chase after him right into an ambush. That's the same thing that's going on right now. Okay? An ambush is what's going on. All right, this is Deep Journal Channel. 20 hours ago, Finland sends special equipment to the border. Okay? Where? The border of what? Of this war over there in Eastern Europe. 1 day ago, great news to the Ukrainian resistance. See, the media, if you will, is trying to make it seem like Vladimir doesn't have a chance. But guess what? Guess who the Bible says is going to win this war? All right? Vladimir is going to win. All right? Say what you want to. I'm telling you what the scriptures say. So this is old information. This isn't up to the hour. Military Leaks channel. 3 minutes ago, the miles-long Russian convoy headed for Kiev has stalled, just like the Voice of Reason said, intelligence officials say. Now, you got to understand, Vladimir's not stupid. He has got a war strategy out there, all right? So whatever you think, whatever's being reported, understand this, that guy is not stupid. All right, 3 hours ago, Ukraine shot down 2 Russian Su-35Cs over Kiev. 6 hours, Russian soldiers abandoned their military equipment. And see how everything is against Vladimir? He's just over there losing. But how are they advancing, right? According to the Voice of Reason, he said, hey, they're still moving. So this was going to fall under rumors of war. U.S. cargo plane transports weapons for Ukraine. You see how this is playing out? If everybody's sending weapons over there, what do you think? Vladimir isn't ready for everything that's going on? They know. They are prepared for what is going to. And again, the scriptures say that Vlad is going to win. All right? You saying that the Most High is wrong? Secret Files channel. The miles-long Russian convoy has stalled. That's the same thing. So clearly this is the same channel. All right, so where's Military Leaks? Military Leaks. Military WikiLeaks. Where is it at? Where is it? Here it is. Military WikiLeaks. Oh, we already saw that, huh? Okay, cool. All right, so enough. What's going on? This is what's going on. Joel 3. All right. There's an ambush being set up. God is doing this. This is World War III. All right. It mentions captivity. What is captivity? Slavery. All right. When you get POWs, what do? They just sit there all day? No, you put them to work. All right. Joel 3 and 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, what days and what time? Now. When I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. What does that mean? Let's look at it. In those days at that time, when I restore the fortunes, okay, when I restore the prosperity, when I bring them out of slavery. Who's in slaves? There's no slaves. There's no slaves right now. Yeah, they're still in slavery. Where's that yoke of iron? See them cuffs? Them cuff links? It goes all the way back. Patty rollers, all right, police. The police goes back to the slave catchers, whether you understand that or not. Who are God's chosen? These are God's chosen. What did you do? Okay. This has everything to do with why God is bringing World War III. Right now, he's going to liberate them out of slavery from captivity like he did when Pharaoh had them in captivity, making them build treasure cities. Okay? This is the same thing all over again. All right? I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Let's just read it right here. I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. There will I judge them. Where? In the Middle East. I'm going to judge them for harming my people, my special possession, my inheritance, my people Israel. What do you mean harm them? What do you mean harm them? What did you do? You harmed them. Look at this. Look at this. I will sell your children. What is he going to do? Did you harm them? The truth is hard to swallow. There I will put them on trial for what they did to my inheritance, my people Israel. There will I judge them for harming my people, my special possession, for scattering my people among the nations and dividing up my land. I will enter into judgment with them there on behalf of my people. All right? And will plead with them. Plead with who? The armies of the world and all nations. Okay, let's look into this. They threw dice to decide which of my people would be their slaves. Well, let's see. What did they do? After they casted lots, they threw dice. Who wound up the slaves? See where this thing is going? What is World War III about? It's about an ambush. I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Then I'm going to cut them all down. Why? For harming my people. What harm? We didn't harm nobody. What did you do to Jesus? The one you ignorantly called Jesus. This is Acts 5:30. Let's read it in the Berean. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, Yahushua, whom you had killed by putting him on a cross, hanging him on a cross, by hanging, lynching him. So what did Christ actually look like? Well, he looked like this. Okay? This is symbolic. Yeah, he was actually on a cross, right? But that doesn't negate what the scripture says. Why was it written like this? Why was it written like this? Oh, there's your cross, hanging him on a cross. That's the NIV. New, gotta get that tree out of there. New English Standard, hanging him on a tree, hanging him on a tree, hanging him on a tree, tree, up a tree. But the bear was bigger, so he ran like a Christian up a tree. Cross, there's your cross. New, even the New King James says tree. Cross, cross. Hey, get that tree out of there. It's telling a story. Hanging him on a tree. Wow. Wow. What does that mean in the spirit? Look at this. Oh, we had a picnicker. Picnicker. We packed a picnic basket. We picked the nick. Can't you see that man is a nick? All right. So, what's going on? The children of Judah also, and the children of Jerusalem, this is Joel 3 and 6, have ye sold unto the Grecians. Who are the Grecians? Slave auction. Sold! The Grecians right there. Right? What's his name? The Great. What's his name? The Great? Philip of Macedonia's son. Alexander the Greek. We all know. Hey, didn't civilization start in Greece? Right, according to this guy? Well, now you're implicated. The children of Judah and Jerusalem were sold unto who? Were sold unto who? The Greeks, the Grecians. The children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Greeks. Who, the children of Jerusalem? Who is that? That's the northern kingdom. Native Americans, Latinos, Seminole Indians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, the Lord. Hey, this Bible is not playing. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, World War III. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. It's time for World War III. Let the weak say, I am strong. Okay? World War III. Why? Why? So I could take down all the nations. All right? And here we see it. Here's World War III. Getting started. All right, so with that, we're going to end it here. We hope that the elect were edified, and with that, Shabbat Shalom.